The prophecy does not arrive as thunder. It arrives as a whisper that keeps returning until you finally turn your head and admit it has been speaking to you for years. The Forbidden Gemini Prophecy is not about doom. It is about a door. A door you were never taught to open because the world preferred you easy to label, twin or trickster, chatter or charm, when in truth you are a river with two currents, a mind with two suns. 2025 changes everything because it asks you to stop choosing between them. It asks you to stop treating one half as the exile and the other as the crown. It asks you to hold both of your lives at once and call that balance. The forbidden part, that you are allowed to be more than one thing and you are allowed to become all of them. There's a secret map threaded through your daily rituals. The way you check your messages, the pause before you answer a question, the quick swallow of doubt when you know what you want, but fear how it will look. A prophecy isn't a single prediction stamped into fate. It is a sequence of mirrors placed at perfect angles, so that when light finally enters, everything aligns. In 2025, the light enters. Conversations will shift from polite performance to soul honesty. Choices you made out of habit will pull on you like loose threads until the entire sweater unravels and you realize you were never cold to begin with. You were wearing a story that didn't fit. If this is already stirring your chest, stay with me. Breathe once for the person you were, once for the person you hid, and once more for the person who is arriving. And if this message feels like the path you've been waiting to walk, subscribe to Astro Gemini so we can keep traveling together, hand in hand with your curiosity, protected by your courage, guided by the quiet voice you are finally ready to trust. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, messenger and bridge builder, but the bridge has never been comfortable work. Bridges live over water and under wind. They are stepped on by every foot that crosses. You learn to be the bridge between worlds, family and self, duty and desire, logic and the strange hum of intuition that teaches you without a book. In 2025, the bridge asks for toll. Not from others, from you. The toll is sincerity. The toll is saying, I cannot keep repairing this road if it leads away from the life I love. The toll is telling the truth, even when your voice shakes, and letting your hands tremble while you hold the truth anyway. You will notice the first signs in small places. Your taste for noise will thin. The room that once thrilled you will feel crowded by conversations that never touch the soul. People will speak, but your heart will listen for whether their words have roots. You will step outside to breathe and realize the night air has more to say to you than the room did. You will begin to choose silence not as escape, but as a laboratory where your future is mixing with your courage, creating a compound strong enough to cure the oldest ache you carry, the ache of being misunderstood by the world and misrepresented by your own performance. The Forbidden Gemini Prophecy is not granted, it's grown. You grow it each time you refuse to split yourself to keep the peace. You water it each time you stop apologizing for your pace. Let others sprint. You are learning the art of timing, the elegance of striking the note when the room is ready to hear it. In 2025, timing becomes your teacher. Synchronicities will begin to stack, strange, shimmering coincidences that feel like thin doors between hours. A song will follow you from store to taxi to cafe. A name will appear in a book you didn't plan to open. A thought will arrive in the morning, and by afternoon someone will speak it back to you with perfect pitch. These are not accidents, they are rehearsals for presence. They teach you to trust the script your soul wrote long before you learned the fear of embarrassment. But trust requires grieving. Gemini's myth has too often been turned into a joke, two-faced, flaky, too light to love deeply. The lie cuts, and it cuts precisely because you love so deeply you learn to mask it. You learned to float above the pain so no one could see you bleed. 2025 invites you to retire the helium. Come down. Put both feet on the ground of your real needs. Touch the grief you skipped. Grieve the friendships where you became entertainment instead of being met. Grieve the versions of yourself you performed to be allowed inside rooms that were never going to hold your heart. And then once the tears clarify your seeing, choose again. Not from hunger, not from proving, but from devotion. There is a conversation you've avoided. It gnaws. Perhaps it's with a partner, a parent, a colleague, or that older self who still writes letters in your dreams. The prophecy says no more rehearsals in your head. 2025 is the year of speaking clean. Not perfect, clean. Write what needs to be said. Speak it without the armor of 1,000 disclaimers. You will be tempted to draft apologies before you tell the truth. Don't. Begin with the truth, and let your honesty be the apology for every year you swallowed yourself. Let your words be a homecoming instead of a performance. This is the season when Gemini's hands will rediscover their craft. The quick mind is a gift, but your fingers remember prayers your thoughts forgot. Cook the recipe your grandmother never measured. String the beads. Rebuild the bike. Annotate the book with a pencil until the margins look like a conversation between lifetimes. Keep a small notebook and catch the sentences that fly through you when you wash dishes, when you stand in the shower, when you wait at the red light that seems to last forever. Those sentences are keys. They will sound like prophecy because they are, not prediction but permission. Every prophecy contains a test. Yours is intimacy. You know how to connect with 10 people at once. 2025 asks if you can let one person know you entirely. Can you be consistent in your tenderness, not just brilliant in your beginnings? The Forbidden Gemini Prophecy declares, the twin within you is not an escape hatch, it is your duet partner. One twin thinks, the other feels. One translates the world, the other listens to the music beneath it. Your task is not to pick a favorite. Your task is to compose a life where both are necessary. You are allowed to be intellectual and tender, analytical and mystic, skeptical and surrendered. The world may demand a single label. You are building a library. If any part of this is landing for you, like this video, so the message can find another heart that says quietly asking for the same permission, a single tap helps this prophecy travel. Support Astro Gemini. Become a channel member for exclusive videos and early access. Now listen closely. Your communication is a sacred instrument. In 2025, it must be tuned. Replace the clever deflection with compassionate precision. You are not here to outtalk your discomfort. You are here to name it and ask it what it needs. Before you text back, feel your body. Is your chest bright, your belly soft, your jaw unclenched? If yes, send the message. If no, breathe. Wait 10 minutes. Put a hand on your throat and imagine your words as birds that cannot be forced from the nest before their wings are ready. Responsible words fly farther. Love, too, will change shape. If you are single, the invitation is not to hunt harder. It is to become more findable by being more true. Renovate your daily life so it looks like a place you want a sacred guest to arrive. Less clutter around your bed, one book, you actually finish a candle, you light, to remind your nervous system that evenings are for landing, not for sprinting. If you are partnered, 2025 asks for a renewed vow, to trade guessing games for gentle clarity, to trade impressive gestures for accurate care, to trade dramatic exits for the boring miracle of staying. Make a ritual. Once a week, ask each other, where do you feel seen by me? Where do you feel unseen? Don't fix immediately. Hold, listen. Trust that honesty is the art that keeps love alive. Work and purpose sharpen too. Gemini collects ideas like stars, but stargazing becomes navigation when you pick a constellation and follow it. Choose the project that scares and excites you because it requires your whole vocabulary, mind, heart, hands, history. In 2025, your best opportunities will arrive not as glittering offers, but as invitations to deepen what you already do with devotion. A promotion is nice, a purposeful rhythm is nourishment. Stop chasing pace, chase depth. Let your calendar look like a poem instead of a battlefield. Put your non-negotiables into time, writing hour, movement, sunlight, conversation with your own soul. Protect them the way you protect the person you love most, because you are, in fact, protecting them. And remember the body, the brilliant antenna. Gemini's nervous system is quicksilver. It learns, mimics, improvises. But even quicksilver needs a vessel. This year, prioritize practices that anchor your speed without insulting it. Short and frequent beats, long and rare. 5 quiet minutes before you open your phone. 3 breaths at a window before a meeting. 10 sun salutations, not as a performance for anyone watching, but as a reminder that your spine is the staff where heaven and earth meet in you. Drink water like you are rinsing the instrument you play. Feed yourself with food that doesn't confuse you. Rest before you prove you've earned it. The forbidden part of the prophecy was never about secrecy. It was about sacredness. Sacred things ask for reverence, not spectacle. Your calling is not content, it is covenant. 2025 asks you to sign your name to your own life in ink that doesn't wash off when someone raises an eyebrow. To do that, you must forgive the younger you who learned to dodge commitment because commitment felt like a cage. Now you are old enough to build commitments that are bridges, not bars. Commit to mornings that begin with intention. Commit to conversations that end with clarity. Commit to telling the truth faster, healing the rupture sooner, and choosing tenderness even when your cleverness is begging to win. There is a story you keep tucked away, the one that explains why you flinch at certain words, why you overperform in certain rooms, why you keep a suitcase near the door of your heart. Write it, not for the internet, for yourself. Write until your wrist aches and the ink smudges and the page stops being a clean witness and becomes a mirror with your breath on it. When you finish, read it aloud, hear the quiver, then bless it. Put a hand on the page and say, "Thank you for getting me here. I do not blame you. I am taking it from here." That's when the prophecy becomes present tense. Every threshold needs a ritual. Here is one for you. Light a small candle at dusk. Sit where you can watch the sky change. On your left, place a symbol of the self you have been, an old photo, a ring, a key. On your right, place a symbol of the self you are becoming, a blank page, a feather, a stone you found on a day you felt especially brave. Whisper, "I allow the twins within me to walk side by side." Then blow the candle gently, not as an ending, but as sending the wish into the night. Sleep. In the morning, carry the stone in your pocket. When fear rises, press the stone. And remember, the sky did not rush the sunset. It transitioned with grace. Before we part, I want to talk to the part of you that thinks it's too late. It's not. The future isn't a train you missed. It's a door you're learning to recognize. 2025 is the year you stop knocking and start turning the handle. Your friendships will evolve toward truth. Your work will thread meaning through the mundane. Your love will speak your language without asking you to shrink your vocabulary. And your day-to-day life, the walk to the market, the laughter in the kitchen, the quiet relief of a bed made before noon, will feel less like filler and more like the fabric of a sacred ordinary that never needed a stage to be beautiful. If you felt held by this message, if you recognize your reflection in these words, subscribe to Astro Gemini so you don't walk this journey alone. We will keep reminding you of who you are when the noise gets loud. And if this prophecy found you at the perfect time, like this video, your simple gesture sends a lighthouse beam into someone else's storm. Share one more gift with us. In the comments, write your date of birth and your zodiac sign, and tell me one truth you're ready to speak in 2025. I will read them as prayers and intentions for our community. You are not late. You are right on time. You are not too much. You are finally allowing enough of yourself to participate in your own life. Let the twins learn to dance without arguing over who leads. Let your voice find the register that makes your bones hum. Let your words be tools, not walls, bridges, not bait. And when the night comes, and it will. May you remember the soft technology of your breath, the medicine of your hands, the bright intelligence that has always known which way to turn when the road split in two. Like this video if this spoke to you. Subscribe to Astro Gemini for more soul guidance and keep this light moving through our constellation of seekers. If you're ready to keep going deeper with us, watch what calls you next. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.